I mean, for the first hour before their third goal, there was a little lift after that, but I think still 3-2 still did flatter you. I think I'm sure you'd agree that. But that first hour, it was absolutely terrible at times, Keith. I mean, clearly you've done the work in the week. I know how hard you work. How is that not translating onto the pitch with the players?
Again, sometimes it's all about the first goal, especially where we're at the minute and the league that we're in, the importance of getting that first goal, getting that belief. Probably the biggest disappointment that I've got is that the shackles came off when we went 3-0 down. And I'm saying, well, the shackles have got to be off at 0-0. So when we start the game without any restrictions, and I think the players today put restrictions on themselves by not wanting to make the right decisions at the right times, not being prepared to get on the front foot and play. And sometimes what you find out, if you're a player that you're stepping into the team and your thought process is, right, well, I want to stay in the team now and I don't want to make a mistake. That's what you do. You make mistakes. There's a lot of good work went on through the week, probably training wise. The level of training, the level of delivery from the training session this week was excellent. Even to the conversation I had with Colin West before the game, who takes the warm up. He said the focus, the attention, the detail in the warm up was spot on, and probably the best that we've had. And that's the level of inconsistency we've got now. And that was marred by probably the most disappointing performance, because again we knew what to expect, and we're playing against a decent team that's got a good balance to their side, and we didn't have that balance today. Even though I do think the team selection we could have scored goals, and I don't know.
Well, I mean, talk us through that selection. I've defended you on this because I was at the Luton game. A lot of the Curle fans weren't. They're saying, why 4 changes again? Why are you having to do that? I mean, what I've said is that some players aren't playing well enough to keep their place in the team. But the fans are asking, why is it time to have a bit of consistency, to pick an 11 and give them 3 games together? Can you do that, and is it time for that? Again, might that help?
Yeah, but again, it's always easy. It's always easy in hindsight. But I can put my reasoning and rationale behind it with all the decisions for selection. Wycombe notoriously played with a very high line. They've got good understanding, good pace at the back, and they leave acres of ground in behind them. That's Derek Asamoah. Playing on the shoulder, likes the space in behind. All we need to do is get the right delivery, but also then we needed that right timing of Derek's runs, that urgency in his play, and sometimes is working before he gets the opportunity to go in behind. But sometimes it means to come back on side, bend your run, time your run, and then get in behind rather than going too early, or sometimes not working hard enough early enough to then earn the right to get to use the space in behind. With Troy, we've had an inability to get Troy on the training ground today with that level of consistency and the way that they played, what we expected for them to play, with no frills and continuously and consistently turning the ball in behind us. Was something that I thought was potentially could have caused Troy problems, and then with the coming up to playing Saturday, Tuesday next week as well, knowing that Danny Grange is going to be on one book and away, so he's going to miss a game. It's important. We've got Bruffy more game time, I think, and he did excellently when he steps in against Shrewsbury, and we were looking for another performance for that to take him into a run of and making that left back berth his own. And then again, because of the athleticism of their midfield, we thought we could have the physicality of Courtney in there to combat the stop the ball going into into their centre striker Hayes, who likes to drop into that space, and then use our energy with Sweeney, Potts, Dempsey, given the freedom and the licence to go and play, knowing that they were going to get backed up by Courtney. And again, within the first 10, 12, 15 minutes, there was a sluggishness about Courtney's play, and his thought process wasn't quick enough today. And sometimes what you do when something isn't right and you identify something isn't right, you've got to make changes. And again, we've got David Amu, who's been chomping at the bit to come on, and today was a game playing against a left back that's not blessed with great pace, and all we need to do is get the ball to him on a consistent, regular basis, and then hopefully we're going to get the right delivery from David.
I mean,